Oh, this is not correct. Profile. Got it. It's a morning. It's a morning. Hello, Grayson. How you doing? How's the weekend going? You have a good Friday night? I was up late doing stuff. Pretty good. And I don't have my chat set up right. Why would I? I'm not with it this morning. Morning, Dong. Well, I see Dong, though. Look at that. And morning, Trish. Morning, Fred. Top messages, all messages. I don't have any coffee in the building. I got Red Bull, I guess. I mean, if you only one fist it like a Neanderthal. Yeah. Yeah, I was up until like 2, I think. And then I woke up at 6. Yeah, so I only got 4.5. It's fine. What's up, Donnie? Clint? No coffee. Well, I got this. If I didn't have that, I would have got in the car and went straight to the gas station. Slept like ass, got an hour. Well, you definitely, yeah. I was thinking my 4 hours seemed a little weak, but yeah, an hour. Why do we do this to ourselves? You know? You know what I mean? I still got Jim's box. We'll see if Jim pops in this morning. Yeah. Last chance on the, probably because you didn't drink. You got your sweatshirt yesterday? Nice. Does it look good? Still new with the company, but the couple that I've handled and someone else that got one, they look pretty nice. I'm cool with it. Oh, I can't read though. Do I look sleepy? Look a little squidgy? Maybe. What's up, Patina? Jim! No, you don't have to be sorry. Never be sorry. Everyone has life. Life gets, you have life. You do your thing. You have family, friends, things, responsibilities, whatever it may be, I mean, that's just a part of it. But we got Jim. We got the box right here, so we can open that up. Give me a minute. Wash your face. I'm sorry. I can't see really anything yet. It's still kind of early for me. Washy, what's up? Love that last live. LGK. Donnie. I keep missing his lives. I get caught up. Feels great, fits good. Nice, Fred. Glad to hear it. Thank you for your support. I still want a Fred t-shirt. A bit extra last night. Last night? Wait, last night was Friday? What time were you live? I don't even remember. I thought it was 2 nights ago. Oh, I was a bit extra that night. Yeah, I can't. I can't read. Apparently, I did my best. Yeah, it was Thursday, an hour after I finished. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't remember last night. What? Huh? Hmm. I did get my Secret Santa gift from I was in one Secret Santa. I need coffee, I guess. Yeah. I can't no read good. Good. See, I can even see that that's UUD. I mean, I pass at like a third grade level. That's something to be said. This is a funky little knife. I kind of dig it. The Caldera, CJRB Caldera. It's been out for a while, and we needed have a Bloody Mary. I'm not really big on the tomato juice based drinks. Does that make sense? I feel like if every time I have one, I feel like if it doesn't come with a grilled cheese sandwich to dip into it, it's just missing out. And so, don't get me wrong. If someone was like, "Here's a Bloody Mary and a grilled cheese sandwich," I'd be like, "Sweet, sweet, let's go." You know what I mean? And I don't like Bloody Marys. It's just kind of one of those things. It's not really because I like tomato sauce, juice, whatever. I guess. Well, it's not. I guess maybe I don't like tomato juice. So we had to pick out a few things in a budget range. This was one of the ones I put on my list, and this is the one I got, and I think it's kind of cool. It has a real forward kind of a lean to it, the way the handle is. Kind of gets you tucked in there, and then there's this spoony kind of ramp. Needs more jimps. And then this little cup. It's a nice dinger. It feels good in my hand. It's larger, but it's not as larger. Day drinking is the best, contrary to some. What's up, Artiga? I usually no, but on occasion we have like the shenanigans tournament and stuff, and that's like an all-day tourney, and we get there at 9 in the morning, and it's go time. It's instant. It's all day. But that's the thing, is because it's a 2-rounder. So what happens is you play the first round. It takes a couple hours, and then there's an hour break. Everyone grabs a lunch, and people grill out, stuff like that. And then round 2. Everyone gets paired up like in order, so the top 4 from round 1 are now on the top card for the final tourney or for the final round. I got a piece of skin hanging off of my cut that's healing, and there are definitely some that do not make it through round 2, not because they don't make it through round 2. It's not that's a goal or anything like that. Some people that might be a goal, but it's a fun time once in a while, as long as you're in a safe place and you're not driving. Anytime you want to lose $20 on the table, ooh, he's a betting man. Better at darts and billiards. I am extremely adequate at both. I went to college for many years. Foosball. I would say I'm probably the best at foosball, but we had all those in the house. I just kind of in the party house we had a foosball table, a dart board. We had a pool table out in the garage for a while, and then we had a ping pong table. Ping pong, foosball, excel. I'll throw down. Darts I'll throw down, but I feel like people that play darts might be better. I can have darts where you have that window. Darts and pool, same kind of thing. I'm okay. there will be a window. You know, you're 3 in, and all of a sudden you're just money, just on it, and then 15 minutes later, it's fleeted, it's gone. Bowling. I used to bowl a lot too. I was in the Saturday bowling league with friends all through like junior high, high school. Except for I have the huge mitt. So if we're going bowling, I have to bring my ball. I can't use a house ball. The house ball that my hands are, or that are big for a big hand, have like finger holes like this that I just swim in. Or they're like that, and I need it out here, not here. And so I end up, if I were to just go bowling with people and didn't have a ball, I'd have to use a small or a thinner fingered hole, slightly lighter ball, and then not use my thumb, which I don't like to do. Kicked my son's ass at Mousetrap. Mousetrap? Hell yeah. Mousetrap. Dude, Mousetrap was a fun one. That was a fun one. You could just build it. You know what I mean? You could just use it as like a model set. Hold on. I'm trying to remove. You know what I mean, though? Anybody do that? Take Mousetrap and don't even play? I have to dig through some of the old games like that, and my parents, if they've saved any, I know they've got rid of some stuff because, you know, it sits there for 20 years and no one uses it. But we had a Scooby-Doo game that you had to build. It was like cardboard pieces that went in vertically, so you built like a mansion, and then you had the little, each character was a little flat card with a little plastic tab that it sat in, and you roll the dice, or no, you spun a wheel, and you would go around and you'd go up through the castle and then down through a little tunnel. Haven't shot or pooled or done anything since March. It's been a little while. That's what happens. I started playing some video games a little bit, and I hadn't logged in to Steam in like almost a year and 9 months or something like that. I think it was. And so literally hadn't played several games in almost 2 years. It's like that's how much time goes by. I was working on the channel. Channel's been going that whole time. I basically stopped playing video games when I started doing the channel. Takes up all the time. But you always have to have that little bit of time to unwind. I think like at the end of the night, like the last hour before I go to bed or whatever, I need to like basically do nothing, watch TV or play a game or something, and just kind of unwind and fall asleep. Cheese, grilled cheese. I gotta go to the grocery store. Maybe that's what I'll get, some tomato soup and grilled cheese. Although a cold day, I might have to go get some pho. Haven't shot much in the last couple of years. You get a couple games and you get right back in. Like, I don't play ping pong very much, but we play once a year when I go down to my buddy's. He's got a table in the basement, and usually get it back pretty quick. Are these knives? Yes. 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 My favorite duo, the Stout V1 and Stout, or not V1, the Pony Stout and the Stout V2. I have a lefty version of the Stout V2. This is one of my absolute favorite knives. It's what I collect. Chaw. Everybody has something that they like, whether it's knives, stuffed animals, Pokemon cards. What do you collect? I love knives, though. I use knives every single day. Every day at work, I cut at least 10 to 20 things. No doubt. If I didn't have a knife on me at work, I would have to find a razor blade or something, which is just not satisfying. When you can go like this and be like, oh yeah, that feels great. Boom, boom, boom. Look at it. Maybe open it another time. Put it away. I dig it. that's nice. So every time you go over there brand new, you just get to throw down a couple games of pool. Take that bet. So much cutting, 20 cuts. Well, I work in a metal finishing place. In the facility that I'm in, we basically do laser marking, anodizing, media blasting, like sandblasting, type 2, electropolish, things like that. And so I also am I don't know what you call it, like auditor or whatever. So like someone will set up a job and then they'll come to me and need me to sign off on it. And so I'm getting packages. I have a thing, oh, this is something that's going on. I'll open it, check it, put it over there. I get something, I'm going to do a job in laser marking, and I'll get another box and I'll open that up. So a lot of times it's tape on a box, or it's shrink wrapped cartons or packages, stuff like that. But I'm basically opening and packing up a dozen or so, 20 different orders pretty much daily. So that's not that much. I mean, I know some people work in something where it's like their job is they grab this, they cut it, they set it over there, they grab one of these, they cut this, they put it over there. Or if you're working in like electrical or something, you're cutting wires all day. In my case, I don't know. I don't think that's too much. But I always carry knives. I like going out, outdoorsy. You find something you want to whittle with it or carve something up. I actually don't bet on the table, just with friends. Grew up around some hustlers. Yeah, I'm not a betting man personally. I tend to, I don't know what it is. Maybe I crack under the pressure. But I tell you, if there's some type of a bet, like we go on a fishing like trip or something, and everyone bets like, oh, $20 on the biggest fish. If I bet, I mean, this is just superstition or whatever, it's for me, but if I bet, the few times I've done that, I don't catch fish all week. I catch nothing, right? But since then, I don't bet. So like there's 5 of us, let's say, 4 people are in the bet. I am not in the bet. Every time I've done that, I catch the most or the biggest fish. So to me, winning is catching the fish, not taking money from my buddies. And I'm not saying it's like, betting on your buddies is bad or anything like that. But to me, in that case, I want to catch the fish. And if it's my superstition that every time I bet, I just get skunked, and then I stopped betting and I do well, to me, I'm okay with that. I'd rather catch the fish. And I have the worst luck. My buddies used to play this card game. I don't even remember how it works. But it was legit. There's like 40 opportunities in each round for, everybody gets like a couple of cards, and you start flipping cards over and you're getting matches and pairs and stuff like that. Morning, Kathleen. And they could play one round, in 5 minutes, whatever. And it might exchange like $2 over here, $1 over here, 50 cents over there, $4 over here. But there are some random little things in there like, oh, well, if someone gets this, that's like $50. It's like, what? It's like, well, yeah, but if someone gets this, that's like 100. It's like, well, yeah, and if someone gets this or this, that's like $200. It's like, so they're playing this game where there's very, very rare cases that someone will get something and it's big time. Well, to me, it's like if I'm sitting there, I could play and be comfortable losing $5, $10, $20. But if we're just playing this relaxed game, I'd be the one that the person across from me is going to get that thing, and now I owe them $200 for playing some little card game. And it's like, no, I do not want to play this game. And it's not that I could give somebody $200 and survive. But to me, that's not fun. I don't enjoy that. Betting on stuff where I lose like that, I just tend to lose. That's not for everybody. Everybody likes doing things. I buy knives. I match them. I think Katie K is explaining the lottery. Man, my live stream yesterday, I dropped like 3 knives. I already dropped one. But this one doesn't count because it's so short. I love this little concept, but I can't do the crossbar without... That touched my hand right there. I'm trying as tight as I can. It's so short and little. It looks cool, but it just doesn't work good. I just found a fixie I didn't even know was missing. Three-card Monty skills. Yeah, well, that's a trick, though. I've done that. Well, I mean, I haven't hustled people, but as a dude who like to learn some stuff, some card stuff, it's actually a pretty simple move. And then the thing is what's crazy is you mix that simple move with just a couple of dummy moves, and you got everybody. You got everybody because it's like so simple. You have 3 cards. It's like you go to drop and then you drop the top one, but you can also do a dummy move that makes it look like you dropped the top one, but you did drop the bottom. And like you just do a combination of a couple of those, and they're like, well, that looked like a top. Wait, that looked, and you can. I mean, people get lucky and guess, but Robo Steve. Still loving the pistache. This thing is great. They really did a good job on the V2. I haven't extended carried the V1. I've checked them out. They're great. But I can tell you, what's up, Patty Wagon? Yeah, that's the thing, is he do it super slow. Like I am gonna just do this as slow as possible. And I know. I'm okay. But due to practices of that, it's a pretty wild little, it makes your eyes hurt. Boom. But yeah, V2 knocked out of the park. Action on this is just right on the money. I would say, if anything, someone could say, oh, I can talk it. I can make it say things. But the detent isn't bad. It pulls it in good. I just have the fingers at length and strength to kind of get it caught in there, which makes it easy to kind of grab and hold. If you're not in there holding it, it just goes out. I forgot to post my daily pocket check yesterday. It was this. I posted it this morning. So I'll post 2 days later today. It counts. I did it yesterday. This is probably, I'm going to keep saying it, but this is probably my favorite from the year. Concept Orlock, 1931 Leatherworks. Robo, I've got like 20 things like that I'm trying to run with, that here we are. I can't do them all, and I can't even do some. I can do a few. Sucks. Don't worry though. It's on my list. It's 100% on my list. I still have a list of wants and wishes and do's. Want it, wish it, do it. But I'm slow, and there's only so much time in the world. Send me the videos and I'll do the voices for you. I'd have to make a script. Or I guess I would, and I could just do it, and then you just remove the original audio and put new audio in it. not smart enough to make videos. You're pretty smart. Or pretty enough? I'll take that as a compliment. Or he's like, actually, no, you're not. You don't make videos. We're just watching you just because it's hilarious and you're an idiot. Maybe. You're pretty enough. I think he's pretty enough. And gosh darn it, nobody likes me. You're good enough. You're smart enough. What was his name? Something Smalley or something? Back in the day. Warlock for the win. What's up, Lakeside? Magnus, let's hope. Okay, let's do this. Jim, you're in here? Sorry. Eyeballs. I gotta. Give me 1 sec. Jim, are you here still? All right. Chunky monkey. Eyeballs. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Screen cap that. Okay. We have a fun little customization sent to me for review from Mr. Jim Weller. He's in the chat right there. Thanks to Jim for this little bit of entertaining content, I hope. I'm sure. I don't know. Either way, he customized something. And said, hey, you want to check it out? I'll send it. You can give it a little review. And I said, yep, let's go. Here it is. We have writing on like all sides here, except for that one and that one. We got some on there. So let's dig in. All right. Actually, that might be all we need to do. Oh, fun times. What do we got here? Benchmade? Is it a Benchmade? Package on the floor. Is it a Benchmade? We have a note. We have what? Okay. I'm going to set that down for a second. Let's check out the old college rule. Holy Lord. Oh my God. Are we ready? I want a mystery Benchmade in the mail. Old man glasses. These aren't glasses. These are the cheapest cheaters you can buy. All right. Thank you for all your content putting online. Very inspirational to many, and we enjoy watching videos and lives with you. Sent through this box of items to have. To have? I thought we were just reviewing it. Jim, please add this to your collection. The Ulu I customized was in bad shape when I received it. Blade is loose. Painted, okay, he kind of explains what he did to it. We'll look at that. Maybe we'll talk about it when we look at it. But he's giving me the process. We'll come back to that. I look forward to all the new content and get that damn garage going. Take less vids and get to work. Agreed. P.S. I thought you would also get a kick out of the small knife. Of course. Thank you very much, Jimmy Weller. All right. Okay. We're good. Thank you, Jim. Well, I appreciate the gift. That's cool. We thought we were reviewing. It is now turned into early Christmas for Kenman. This is what we're looking at here. This is number one. Oh, okay. Why is it so wide? You look at the handle and you're like, okay, you know, it could be like that, right? Why is it so wide? Oh, that's fun. Okay, let's snap. The snap's bigger than the... Why is this so great? Okay. Oh, Jesus. That is, look at the belly on that bad boy. Look at the Damascus detail on there. Look at how tiny the detail... Okay. Are we understanding? Look at that pattern. Oh, God. Okay, so it's got a one finger grip. Ooh. Oh, yeah. We're getting in there. We can slice. Jesus Christ. Do we need to cook it? We need to eat a whole steak with this? Boom. Let's go. Oh, look at that Damascus on there. Is the fork's helping it stay in focus? Look at that. I mean, yeah. Cheap Temu. Okay, Jim. I mean, this is great. It's so dumb. Look at how wide the handle is too. So when you get in there like that, it's not rolling. It's not going to roll away from you. Like I've had some of the smaller ones. It's like it wants to roll out. Will it apple? You have to hold it like this and be like. You could leave your hand in one spot and carve the entire. All right. Here we go. It cut. It's so I can't get all the way through because when you start going like this, it just falls right off the belly. It's like it's so short. It does get in there and bite though. So I mean, for the oh, that is so wild. I need to find the cord for this. I actually might buy one because this one does hook to the computer. Let's see if I can. Nope. I can set it up and I can see it. That Damascus pattern's hilarious. I'm gonna get the cord or something for that so I can plug it in and we can, when we do the lives, I can just put it up on screen. I also found a thing where I can do vertical on my studio, and then I'd be able to bring in stuff. So we're gonna try some stuff. What's up, J1 Doobie? Kane, good morning. Jim gave me this ridiculous gift. Look at that. Ha! Why do I? Because I do. Why do I love this? Because I do. It's the sheath. It's like, it looks so funny. It's because it's like, it's wider than it is long. That's fantastic. Okay, we're moving forward. Jim's presents. Here's the other one right here. We got it wrapped up. We got a Benchmade box on the floor. What's this? Oh, I'm like, do you see that my light's like doing funky? And it's because that. Okay. Good Lord, I almost fell into the corner. All right, number 2 from Jim. This is the Ulu. Oh. Okay. So he got an Ulu. Wow. All right. All right. This is rad. I'm gonna. An earring knife. Oh, see, it's got. So he said it had some. I wonder what we can do about that. It's got a little blade play like that. You can see that little bit of play. Nice looking handles. Look at that. Now that we've got it out, this is different than mine too. Mine has that extra little. Did you cut that off? I'm gonna read the thing. See, mine's got that extra little. Oh, and you got a better thumb stud on it. Mine is the one-sided thumb stud and this nub up here. So now I can read. Painted it red, then black, then silver, let it dry, took steel wool, rubbed it through the layers to get this look. And it's got a really cool kind of a bone, rustic. See that? It's getting shiny reflection, but it's really cool. It's like got like a depth, almost like wood bone kind of a situation. So painted it several different colored layers, let it dry, and then hit it with steel wool. It's very smooth. Then he clear coated it. Boom. And that was the, that's how that was done. If you look, I'm trying to get a good angle here. It really has this kind of rich depth to it. I'm going to have to try that out. That looks like a fun little... So what was the handle made out of then? Was it like the same as like this one, or did it have, is it like a Delron type of a material, or do you know what it was? Jim? You did a great job. I think that looks cool. I have not heard of that kind of a technique. This has, what? Oh, that's the liner? Okay, they are both the same. So it's got on the back, there's two pieces on the one side, and that is part of the lock, it looks like. So the lockup is kind of, I wonder what we could do about that. Not much. Oh, and did you glue the, how are the, wait a minute. Is there screws underneath here then where you glued the scales over the top of the screws? Is that what happened? Or how did they, or they were glued on already and then you just did this to them? Because there's no access to any of the screws. I like that color combo though. That's kind of a weird, I don't understand why they do that sometimes, where it's like, I guess it's kind of like a slip joint or something where you're never going to be taking it apart. But if it is held together with screws, what's up, Paul? Paul. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Jim. They're for tourists. Oh, I'm fully aware. I bought one. You know, I bought one. I'm a collector. These are, you know my gas station shop. I love this. This is fantastic. This is just silly that they make things like that. But this is Jim showing off kind of a technique that he tried with the handle. And I like it. I want to mess around with that a little bit. Layered up, steel wool. Smallest knife I have is the Armiger. I have one of those out for delivery today. What's up, Cole Bunny? Dom, how are you doing, Dom? How cute. Dom, do you ever get the desire to like just take a chunk of the steel that you got lying around the shop? Or Donnie? Just to, you got little end cuts and stuff here and there where then you could just go and spend a little time and just grind something out. I feel like I'll be doing that. I feel like I'll be doing that. I mean, that's kind of, where is it? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? That is in a way what the Mr. Sheriff did, because he said he'd never made one of these, and he just had a piece that he was making something with that was like wide, and he cut it, and he's like, I had a little extra chunk of 154, and he knocked this out. Boom. Ordered a Cold Steel Mayhem off of Midway. Midway had some good sales, for sure. I ordered at Demco, had the sales. They're doing daily sales. I wonder what the next one's going to be. It's like 12 days of Demco, and they've got some big sales. The one that was like yesterday or whatever was only on the like the $600 one. I need the time to spend on those bits is the issue, right? That's the same thing as my projects. I've got a million of them and I want to do, and you only have so much time in the day. When is the Strix going to send? I'm growing impatient. It's officially right now, December 13th. And what the last contact we got said, all right, thank you for the pre-orders. We're getting rolling on them. Our time window has been very consistent the last few orders at 6 months. So that's what we're going to give you for an estimation. 6 months from that day is today. It's Rex Manning Day. Got the APOC Demco Bowie recently. $100 Demco tax. Kind of. They've got some expensive knives. They're cool, though. They are cool. Is there going to be a small drop after the Strix release? I believe there is. But I also believe it will be small and limited. Dom, you're cold? Cold and you got a cold sweat? That's always not the greatest. Don't come down with a chill now. Make some hot soup. Shop's cold. You got like a heater in there or like a... I have in my garage is going to be freezing all winter. But I have one of those. My dad got a better heat system in his garage, and then he let me use his cannon. It's like a propane cannon that you plug in and turn on. And it's one of those things where it's like, it gets hot fast. So it'll make the whole garage hot in like 10 minutes. And then you can turn it off for like 20 minutes and then turn it back on for a few and kind of keep it pretty decent. Got the heat, but it was turned way down. Didn't get it on the pre-order, but I definitely won one. I got a lefty. Of course I did. Who else got one? I know Laid Off Pete got the Skelly one. All Demco blades look like smaller, flaccid version of Cold Steel. I don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, I'm as juvenile as the next guy. And definitely picking out stuff like that. But I guess I didn't notice. I don't see the shape. But to me, it's very, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that I got that's shaped. So you're saying the shark foot looks like a wiener? I don't have one, but I just ordered one. Because I have this guy right here. And that is their clip version. But I always wanted the shark's foot version of it. So this is their base model. It had the Grivery scales. And then what I did... Hey, you got a heater in there, do ya? One of them torpedo heaters. I like cannon heater. I don't know what the hell it's called. It looks like a cannon. And it's... If you stand right in front of it, you are toasty. Propane cabinet heaters. The little electric oil heaters. How much do those cost? I also got my ice fishing buddy heater. I got 2 of those actually. Compare the Free Rein Tonto to Recon Tonto, Armiger 4 to Koboon, Armiger 2 to Kyoto. I can recognize all those. I don't think any of them look like wieners. What are plans today? Got anything fun? Well, buddies want to go get a round in. Got a shark wiener. Is that like a coily, weird kind of a, like a duck? What are we doing? Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I have to make some Christmas presents. I have to find some Christmas presents. I have to work on some projects. I have to box up several things that are shipping. I had to box up that giveaway from the other night. Ship that. Hello from Dubai. What's up, Nahid? What's everyone else doing today? Built this house over a year ago. Second winter house we tore down was heated with a wood stove. 23 years heating with wood. Now I just got to return a knob, huh? When I grew up, we had a wood stove in the house, and so I was put on the wood duty. You had to throw it in the window, stack it up. It was kind of fun though, because we go like sledding and stuff, and come in, and you just go right over by the wood stove, and just then throw clothes on top of it and watch them burn if you leave them there too long. But yeah, just coming in and just, oh, let's just turn the heat up just a little. Done. Please hit the like button all, says Trish. I appreciate it. Getting ready to get 5 inches of snow today, says Jim. Jim, thanks again for this. I appreciate it. I will cherish it. If anything, I'd love to see if I could try to make it less. Not that it's ever going to be used, so it really doesn't matter. But it's always fun to kind of tinker. But Jim, I think you did a great job on this. It gives me some inspiration to try to do some different techniques and things in the future. Welcome to Wiener Talk with Penman. My chat just bumped. I think it's like said, what's my temp? It's been a little under 20 the last couple weeks. It's been in the like teens to like 20s. We've been making ice, but then it snowed really hard, so that covers up the ice and makes it not grow. Sure, as well. Lakeside's got a wood stove at the moment. Landlord never replaced the oil heater. Splitting shorts. Paul says it's 74. Thanks for asking. Welcome to Florida. It was snowing pretty good yesterday, Paul. I thought of you, and I think of you every time I see snow. Paul's doesn't even. Demco Bowie available on APOC Survival Tools for $99. Get your free knife with a $100 Demco tax while supplies last. What's up, Terry? Terry in the house. Here's the logo right here. Best logo in the knife game. right there. Yeah. If you buy a Work Sharp Field Sharpener on Honey Badger, you get $20 knife for half off the knife. Really? Because the Work Sharp Field Sharpener is only $40. So you're basically getting it for half price and a $20 knife. What, oh, it's on Honey Badger. Huh. I mean, if that's the case, I highly recommend everyone do that. If you don't have the Work Sharp Field Sharpener, this is a great sharpener. This is fantastic. Highly recommended. And for $35-40, it's a good deal. And if you're getting it and getting a free 20, who cares what the $20 knife is? It's just kind of a, that's a sweet deal. Trish says it's 30 here, temps dropping because the cold front is rolling in. It has been cold here. Where is the, is there a sale? Where can I find, I haven't been to Honey Badger in a while. Do you know where I can find that on the site? Here's my Honey Badger, leaf large. Fun little knife. What's this one? 8CR. They have small, medium, large of like every design. You getting all of my weather? Trish been watching movies all morning? What movies you been watching? Anything good? I'm sure they're all good. I want Kathleen's weather, right? I can't imagine living outside of Florida. It's the Garden of Eden. GTA 6, Florida. Okay, where do I find this Honey Badger sale on the site? Oh, maybe just go to the sharpeners. All right. I am not seeing it on there. Right now, Work Sharp Guide Sharpener, $39, 25% off of a knife. So we're getting 25%. Halloween, The Curse of Mike Myers. Really? Now you're watching Seabiscuit? All right. Hell of a morning. Hell of a morning. Yeah, maybe did it end? Add to cart. See what that does. It doesn't really show me free knife. It's a range of emotions, right? Yeah, it's like that's a good, very good description, Paul. Like, all right, what's next? Where do you go next? You know what I mean? Did I say hi, Greg? What's up, Greg? It was right at the top of the opening page. Of course it is. 25% off. Right, yeah, that's what I saw. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not up on the screen. But yeah, it doesn't say free knife, it just says 25% off Honey Badger knife if you buy the field sharpener. So you get 25% off. Is that what you said? I thought it said it was a $20 knife. I probably read it wrong. I probably read it wrong. Because, you know, I am an idiot. They do have honey badger and some other blade steels. It's definitely a budget friendly. If you like my logo, check out Wizard Forge. I think I've seen that. When you hit the shuffle button on Netflix, what are you going to show me next, Netflix? Just send it. Just what's next? Lassie comes home. Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is a good movie. That's a solid win. I don't know about the second one, but the first one, solid. Solid. 100%. Shrek. Shrek would work, and that's a whole new. You went from boom to boom to boom. That's the trifecta right there. I think Shrek is a total work. That's a great combo, and it's a good way to go from freaky to sensitive. I don't know. To comic genius. Don't celebrate Halloween or Christmas, which is fine. Halloween, though, is fun. It's all right, Lakeside. That's no worries. It's still a deal. 25% off of a knife. So then it's like any knife. So then you can go to all the knives that Honey Badger makes. 25% off is a nice little deal. And the work sharp is a thing that everyone should have. So if you sharpen it all, you want something simple that you don't have to get out the big sharpener, but you just need to touch up an edge, that thing works great. You want to take it on a trip with you, throw it in a bag, go camping, works great. And you would then be able to take a, very budget-friendly Honey Badger and get a face on it. Hold on a sec here. Boom. So there you go, Work Sharp Guided Field Sharpener. This would be a good last-minute gift. If you're looking for someone, $39 is a good price. It's something that people would use, people would appreciate, and you're not breaking the bank with it, right? And then you get 25% off a knife. Any Honey Badger knife. So they have the smalls, the mediums, or no, you can't read that very well up there. Small, medium, large. And then they have the different shapes. Tonto, rescue, drop point, claw, clip, worn cleaver. Wow. Man, I haven't been on Honey Badger. I tried to go to the Honey Badger booth in Blade Show, and there was always people there. It was packed. They must have had some good sales. So where's the leaf? There's the leaf. This is the one that I have. That one right there. Wow, doesn't like that color. Brown, black, green, blue, orange. I dig the orange. He said orange. So basically simple kind of a setup. They've got just a base kind of handle shape. Everything's $49. So you're basically getting $13 off. Oh, here's a couple for $79. D2. 14C. And then they do have small, medium, and larges of each knife. Orange. That's how you spell it. Orange. I don't know why I think that's funny. You want South Florida orange. I need a South Florida orange. What's up, Casey with the Knives Fast channel? No smart aleck comments this morning. I'm too tired. They're going to be fun. I usually get a smart aleck comment this time. Drive safe. Casey, how's it going? Working a Saturday. Oh, I don't have any coffee this morning, so I just got my Red Bull. I usually double fisted. Not working great. I'll be fine. Can't read. Can't see. I never learned to read. But definitely don't pay attention too much to me when you're on the road. We want you to get there. My roads are not good right now. There is, I mean, you're probably not dealing with it, like, but we got snow and slip and ice, and yesterday, blood oranges. I've had some blood oranges. Orange. That's even a better spelling. Ahrange. Oranges. I am so juvenile. Cuties are good too. Except for I feel like I could, sorry, digging in my eye again. I feel like I could eat like three cuties. It's like more work. You burn off all the energy eating or you know what I'm saying? And then you eat it, it's like, okay, well, I need 4 more of those right now. Like you could literally peel it and take all of the whole thing. Just, they're good though. They are very good. She'll be fine. She's watching Half Baked now. Classic. Classic. That's my story. Said I'm from Jamaica. The best juices in the world. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Enough of that. I'm going to have to remove those, guys. That's just what, I mean, we're having... Thank you, Paul. I mean, time and place. Time and place. So, any other last minute purchases that anyone recommends? Like, if someone's like, okay, I got a buddy, I'm gonna get him a knife. I don't know what his range is, but I'm trying to find something. Anyone have any specials out there? Orange. I like that. Got to get back to work. Thanks for hanging out, J1. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, for those who got timed out, I mean, we were having a good combo. You can't take it there though. You just can't do that. The Dust Devil is still on a great sale of White Mountain knives. What colors are left? Red. I want the red one. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec. Eyeballs, periodic, terrible. All right. Dude, it's like I need to go get more eye drops. I am out of eye drops. I go through them regularly. For fast, effective relief. Got a Kaiser Crest on the way. Right on, Dong. Those are fun. Okay, Casey says, you put them in your cart, they go cheaper, and then you add a code, and they're even better. Blue and Altum? I thought the blues were all gone. Because blue's the hot color, right? Displays are sick. When's the last time you... Let's take a little tour. We have a mess. We have some chaos over here. We have some fun stuff, but it's also chaos. We got this bad boy here rocking and rolling. I can dig it. And then boosh. Thanks Kevin Smith and Knobs for making a couple of those shelves for me. I am in the process of doing some rearranging. I got stuff kind of scattered. I'm going to kind of revamp, change the top shelf a little bit. Maybe a little more organization. Yeah, Lakeside, if you find some cool deals, I'm always interested in the deals and the stuff. I have a lot of things in the carts, and then I wait, you know, and it's like if you got 40 things in 40 carts, boom, one of them goes on sale, that's when you buy it. Wow, are those almost out of water? Oh, wow, those need water like bad. They're doing it. My glorious gas station. It's kind of a mess right now, though. Got to organize that bad boy. The Grateful Dawn gas station glory right here. Look at this. Boosh. Had to take out a second mortgage, but I got a skiff asylum on the way. Sometimes that's what you do. You just mortgage the house to fund what's growing in the glass. Those are pothos, Cebu blue, and then these two are philodendrons. So they're little clippings. I know the lighting is bad, but some plants you can take clippings from, and then you take that, but the clipping, as long as it has like a node on it, and then you can put that in water. Cebu blue? It's like a pothos. It's like the pothos is like the very common vining plants that you can get at a lot of places. And the Cebu is just kind of a fancier kind of bird.
Blind Wu Fury became a member. At Blind Wu Fury celebrates 10 months of membership. Tenmo baby.
Tenmo baby. Blind Wu Fury, thank you so much. 10 months. I appreciate it. Anybody else got any free alerts down there? Don't forget to use those once a month. Paul, what are the scales on the ABW you just got? I think you just said the names of the Three Musketeers. Spider plants are good for that. Yeah, I had a spider plant mother that was just wild. It just kept spitting babies. Because it actually makes little, like a vine comes down, there's a little pop, and then pop, and you just cut that off. Rock and roll. Plants are fun. I have a knife called a Cebu from Tuya.
At Knives Fast became a member. At Knives Fast celebrates 5 months of membership. Hand over mouth emoji. Factory worker emoji. Astronaut emoji. Groom emoji. Superhero emoji. Person with crown emoji. Person emoji. Man with turban emoji. Cook emoji. Singer emoji. Troll emoji. Troll emoji.
Double troll at the end. Casey, 5 months. I appreciate you, my man. Keep up all the good that you do in the knife community. He's a saint. Absolute. 5 months. Thank you. Time sure flies. This last few years have been just wild. I don't understand how the time goes so quick and why my eye feels like it's got a boulder in the corner of it. Stop picking at it. It'll be fine. Bazinga. Yep. Yep. Keep it clean. Keep it right. Keep it tight. What's everyone's favorite grab from the year? It's a toughie. I bounce back and forth, but favorite from this year, I'm pretty much going with the Orlock. Something about it speaks to me. The design, Terry killed it. I'm really liking that it's thick, and then the choke up spot gives me enough handle, and then my thumb slides right to that poon, and it's boom. It's just, it feels excellent. It's nice. The action's fun. The front flipper slaps. What's up, David? Kaiser Mini Bulldog for Jim. Just got a Fox Knives. Wanted to add a nice front flipper to the collection. Did you guys hear that? I just got a little squeak. No. 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 What made it squeak? Huh. Oh, there it was. Huh. Put a little oil on that thing. Favorite pickup for the year is the Holt Haptic. Not telling you my favorite knife of the year. That will be coming later. Tri-Stash V2. Yep. Oil the pivot. Yeah, exactly. I open this all the time. I carried it all day yesterday. I never heard it do that. So I don't know if it was like I use it a bunch. But see, it's not doing it now. What that oil do? There is another one. Little drip drip. What's everyone's favorite oil? Little KPL. Yeah, what's everyone's favorite? What does everyone usually use? You have multiple things. I don't have much. I have this though. I've been using this for, God, I've had this for a long time. And it's still like that full. It takes forever to go through this. I can't see. Mineral. We already know it's the one in my hand. Well, that's me. What about everyone else? What about everyone else? Everyone has different tastes. Although, Tri-Stash V2, definitely up there, bro. Definitely up there. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by KPL or anything like that. I bought some, I use it. It was like, I don't know, $12, something like that for that bottle. But I've had it for a couple of years, probably. You sold yours because it's too square. What's too square? Your Orlock? 17 on Amazon. And that's my time. Right on, Paul. That's what we needed. Ooh. It's like right when it's only from here to there. Just that little, like right when you're pulling onto the detent. I'm not mad at it. That's the first I've just needed a little oil to work in. Where are you? Oh, the other one that definitely jumped up fast. Oh, your Tri-Stash. The handle is square. It's definitely kind of a rectangular. I mean, all you gotta do is you just get the Ultima and put a mustache underneath it, and it solves all the problems. It's snappy though. I mean, it's great. I'm pretty happy with it. But simple handle shape, I think, but sometimes functionality is all that matters. I prefer a little more lines, a little more angles, like this bad boy right here. If anything, I were to just sneak out the ore lock, it could be this. The Numb Knives Cornerstone. I really, 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 really like this. How much was the Recon? 40? 40 bucks? This is sick. I just love it. The jump ramp up here really pleases me. That really does things for me. The hollow grind, the tip in an excellent place, the hole for the flicking, the completely ambidextrous lock that's easy to actuate, the front flipper. The front flipper actually just, it's snappy, it's fun. Boom. I love this. Super cool. What's up, Jack Lee? SK5 Recon Tonto is a beast. Taking years of hard use and abuse, lives in the door of the work truck. Good to know. Good to hear. It's always nice people find stuff like that they can just, confidence, you can grab it, you know it's there, boom, does the job. I do not have a Cold Steel FM1 Atlas. I don't have any Atlas locks. We were looking at them last night. Loser's favorite knife is the Atlas. The Atlas one where it's got the kind of like the Shark Lock, Super Lock. Top Jimps, bro. KC knows, he puts a lot of Jimps on his. Where are you? You're right here. Microjet. Well, the Microjet was this year too, wasn't it? Was it early this year? You can't deny the Microjet. Microjet's a bomb knife. Works great. Flipper tab in the back is just kind of this interesting kind of discreet flipper tab. Of all the flipper tabs, I kind of dig that because it disappears on the front, so it's not there. Good feel in the hand. Nice little set of rack of Jimps. Isn't the Buster and Atlas lock kinda? Buster FG or the Vision FG or the Demco. It's kind of like this. Seems everybody's, we got your CJRB recoil. It's kind of like that. It's stronger than the Triad lock. Yeah, what was it? Whatever. Lou was like, oh, you can put 6,000 pounds on it or something stupid. Like, maybe 600. I don't know. It was some crazy, claim. Which, Cold Steel does that. You see Cold Steel, they're like, oh, we've got the Raja 3. This is a Demco design. But then they'll take this, and then they'll put this in a vise. And then they'll put weight on this and, put 500 pounds on it. It's like, that Triad lock is holding all this weight. Things that I would never even come close to putting the knife through. I mean, it's fun to watch. What are we missing in that sentence, Trish? I almost got it. I need to my YouTuber collection. They collect dust. What collects dust? Hate Nate in the house. We've got Magna Slut action. Dun, 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 dun. Magnus Lutzow. I feel like CRKT kind of sucks. They kind of do. The HZ6 and 2 others, and they're more expensive, is not as good as Cold Steel. Well, everybody has their likes, their dislikes, where they put things, their categories. If you ask me all the knife categories, I put CRKT and Cold Steel in the same place. They're fine. They've got some interesting knives. I own knives from both of them. How often I carry any of the knives from either of those companies? Not much. There's so many other companies that I like a lot more. Not talking bad about them. I mean, I literally bought 3 or 4 Cold Steels in the last month. I have several CRKTs, but they're both kind of lower on where, like, as far as like if I had to go through all my knives and grab 20, neither of them are going to be Cold Steel or CRKT. No offense. Now, if they're listening, they're not. They'd be like, well, he said he hates us. I didn't say that. So Trish is going to downsize and sell some knives. Give us the list, Trish. Put her out there. I bet you've got... Trish has great taste. She has some beautiful knives. I can totally understand the thought of downsizing a little bit when I got a bunch that it's like I never really will get to carry as much, because if I were to make that list, even it's like, okay, let's knock it down to 100. You know, I've got a bunch. I feel that, yeah, Trish, get that list together, take a few pics or whatever, and we'll put it out to the world. I could do a live stream. What do you think about that? You can do a live, showcase what you got in your live of like, all right, I'm going to be doing a little sale. Here's the knives I'm looking to purge. Right? I bet you a bunch of us would check it out. And then several of us would probably buy a few. Do we agree? Mm-hmm. Decided I'm going to find a tie pan with the refunded money I got from the stolen cornerstone. At least you got the refund. It's kind of dumb, but at least it got taken care of. Little CRKT fixed blades are great. This is my favorite CRKT right here. The Razzle Nax. Is it an axe? Is it a knife? Is it a chisel? Yes. Beast. This, if you were going to go out and do some bushwhacking, I would have confidence getting in, hacking at some trees and some brush with this, getting in and hammering the backside of that thing, no doubt. That's been around for a little while from CRKT, but this is cool. I think this is rad. If I'm going to be out camping and doing some stuff, I'm going to have that with me for sure. I used to carry this CRKT with me all over the place 15, 20 years ago. Action's kind of poor. There are no, those are stop pins, not thumb studs. You can't get to them, so it's flipper tab only. Handle is now a little small for me, but I've definitely beat the crap out of this back in the day. What are you getting into today, Hate Nates? Anything fun? Anything fun? What's the plan? What's the story? Here's my gift that I got, fail, from Secret Santa. It's kind of a holiday color. That red, the Caldera, This is actually a cool knife. I like this ramp right here. This one here. Big one. I think if I have a knife, I want to carry a larger knife and it'd be like a comfortable user. This one could fall in that category for sure. It's got some good size to it. And it feels nice and it's super slicey. Holy slicey. Look at this. Are you seeing that? Let me show you what I just did. Coils, bro. Coils. Do you know how many knives in the hundreds? The hundreds that I've reviewed that will just shave little teeny coils right off? Not many. Not many. And look at how much back is behind this. It has to get all the way through this much meat of blade. It's not super thick. I think it's 0.1 or 1.1. Let me double check. 1.2. 1.2. So I mean that's not a thin blade, but wow. That's one of the sharpest ones in the house right now. There are not many knives where I can just go like that, like I'm just grating cheese or something and just shaving, which is pretty cool. All right, Discord. I have pictures I'm supposed to look at in Discord. $9:30. Today's carry. Oh, I didn't see the one yesterday, Grateful, of the petrified fish belugs. The belugs? Hey, Nate, going out with friends tonight for a buddy's birthday, then karaoke? Ooh, what's your go-to song? What does Hate Nate sing? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. All right. So that was Dong yesterday. Fire. That fixed blade Benchmade. Oh. Can you see this? All the way. I don't care for. Oh, wow. That's a cool looking Benchmade. Look. Yes. Why can't people do more of this? Pantera, Sepultura, Limp Bizkit, Nirvana, so on. Yes. Yes. That's not easy. Picking tough stuff. That's great. I like your moxie. Jimps for days to the tip. Yes, please. Yes, please. How much is that? What does that Benchmade go for? What do they charge for that bad boy? What do they charge for that bad boy? I'm curious. Benchmade. I mean, we could have everyone type in the chat what they think that thing costs. Whatever you think it should cost at 100, is that what it's? That'd be my thing. Like I would be like, okay, that fixed blade should be $150. It's gonna be, at least 2 or more or what? I got it for 180 because the sheath was broken. So what would it have been without that? 200? Actually, I mean, ultimately, what is it? MagnaCut? Or what is it? Blade steel wise. Blade steel wise? I like to scrim. Brings back the old band days nostalgia. Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't listen to the radio. Even my rock station around here doesn't. It's like, what is this? This isn't even rock anymore. 300 originally. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was thinking. I was like, whatever I say, you're gonna add 100 to it. And I'm like, that should be 150 to $200, and it's 250 to 300. Magna cut, butterfly tax. You got that butterfly tax. It's Magna cut. So there's that. It's a nice looking knife. Those jimps are fantastic. And for 180, it's almost in that range of like, okay. Except for now you don't have a sheath. What are you going to do about a sheath? Magnus Lutz in the house. We have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the power. Give me the power, I beg of thee. Magnus Lutz ho. And I'll form the head. I was going to grab my my all-metal Voltron. I'll bring that up for next time. Original. I wonder what those go for now. I have all 5 lines in the metal release. Sure. The Magnus Lutz smock. Enjoying it. Enjoying it. It's good stuff. Magnus Lutz for life. Yo. That's another thing I'm gonna go today. Get those packed up and get that shipped out so those boys can get some stuff hopefully before Christmas. By the power of Grayskull. I have the power. So it's a solid win. It's a solid win. God. Eyeball already today. It sucks, bro. Sucks. I mean, it's going to be all day. I was in a local metal band back in the early mid-2000s. That's choice. I can dig it. I've been playing guitar since And Justice for All. Is that a time period? Right? 1986, 88? God, I feel like I just got a rock in my eye. I want to rock! Yeah. Lots of Metallica, Pantera. What else was I learning back in the day? Queensrÿche. My bad. You see anything? It's 9:40. Do you know where your knives are? Sell. How did I roll all the way back to that? And Justice for Jason. Yeah, that Voltron might be worth it's the all metal original one that came out. All 5 lines, the heads pop off, it forms together. It's a solid toy. I mean, I'm never gonna sell it. I've had it forever. I mean, I still have some old Voltron or the old G.I. Joes and Star Wars. My buddy is telling me I need to do a little more of a display. So I could probably incorporate a few things here and there. Band days are fun. It's music industry is just messed. It's messed. It doesn't. Gotta have the bass. What are we talking about? Oh, that's funny. Um, um, yeah. I've seen good musicians. I lived in California and knew people that were trying to become actors, trying to become musicians. And it's like the one dude, he had a bunch of good songs and he was a rapper. And he got signed by, what was that? Whatever. Doesn't really matter. But one of the companies was like, oh yeah, we like your stuff. They signed him. He got a few $1,000s or whatever. But then they're like, okay, we want you to wait. You're waiting. So basically what they did is they bought him for a few grand because he was young and then didn't use him. Is basically they just were buying and then not utilizing so that other people couldn't pick it up. It's a mess. It's not really about artistic music and things anymore. It's all a money thing now. And what are we going to do and how are we going to use you? It's not pretty. Because it used to be, just a couple of people in their garage making music. Well, right, because when they lost Cliff, it basically doesn't have any. You can't hear the bass in just. I mean, it's still a good album, though. I mean, come on. I'm a guitar guy, though, so you listen to Kirk and James rip the guitar, and that's what I wanted to hear at the time. There you go, Cole Bunny again. I don't get that. I don't understand. What? YouTube doesn't like it when they try to use what song? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about you, Cole Bunny, but to me, all the rock bands that I listen to, there's nothing sexual about it at all. So I don't know what you're talking about. I could care less what anyone looks like. I'm listening to their music. So yeah, I never even thought about that. Listening to Metallica, listening to Pantera, listening to any of that. That's not even in my interests. Like some dude could be the weirdest whatever, or if they make something that sounds cool, they rip a guitar in half. Like I'm all about it. Typo Negative. I saw them. What was that? Like at Ozfest, probably. We're talking 20 some years ago. Yeah, I mean, and going to those concerts, there's a lot of good looking girls at those concerts. So there's that. Okay. I'm gonna get active today. I'm gonna do stuff. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff. lot of stuff, and a lot of it involves knives. I do have some projects I'm going. I do want to get that stuff shipped. I think the post office closes at noon, maybe 1. Either way, I plan to be out of the house to go ship some stuff by like 11, I would guess. And then I got to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get conned into going and playing some golf in the snow. That's going to eat up a couple hours of the day. And then when I did that a few weeks ago, we had a couple drinks, and then it's like I got back here and I was like, ugh. Kind of pulls your day, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you just get lazy. Typo Negative, it's like I can't even think of anything right now. I remember listening to some of their stuff. And Power Man 5000. Hey man. Nice shot. I gotta try it, even if it's wrong. It's like, don't put your finger in there. All right. I told you not to. Well, yeah, I heard ya. Alice in Chains. Yeah, Pantera is definitely on the top, or not on, but up at the top. Alice in Chains as well. I always regret Alice in Chains is the one band that I never saw before it was too late. I saw all the bands back in the day. I went and saw every band I wanted to see, and that one, for some reason, it just never worked out, and then it was too late. Bummer.
Dan, I believe in our fate. We don't need to fake. It's all we want to be. Watch me freak. Dan, I'll take you to a place where we shall find our roots. Bloody roots. Bring Thar Chit, Dan.
Hey, Nate. Always coming through. $10. I appreciate it, bud. And this guy knows how to spit the words. He knows what needs to be put out at the right time that's fitting for the topic at hand. Solid. How did everybody hear it in their head? I appreciate you, dude. Crank it up to 11. But this one goes to 11. It's the same thing. Solid. Absolutely solid. So I am getting this. I guess maybe I'll do it on the live, or maybe I'll have to make a video or whatever. But I did get the same. This was on super sale on Demco. It was the original Grivery version. I upgraded my scales and my backspacer you've all seen. But I've had this for a couple of years. But I always wanted the shark's foot blade. And so it was on sale. I ended up getting another Grivery one that was just like this, except for it has the shark's foot. So I'm intending to take this blade off of here and put shark's foot blade on here. Then that will be the completed knife for this. And then I'll have a standard Grivery with the clip blade that, I don't know, I'll use maybe customize, or maybe for a giveaway at some point, or I don't know. But we've got it. I'm kind of excited though, because I'll do that little swap. I love this knife. It's a cool, fun knife. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. The ambidextrousness is fantastic. The fact that you can flip the clip to the other side. Well, actually, you can't flip the clip to the other side. They give you both clips. They give you both. Anybody actually have the deep carry clip for this? Got to give it the magnets. Yeah, we've been talking about that. I haven't found the need, because the action for me is just sweet. It's just, the action's fantastic. That's why I haven't even thought about it, because I'm sitting here like this without doing anything to it, and it's like, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. Do I have an extra set of scales? I do. It's the Grivery ones. They're probably right over there. They're the gray diamond textured Grivery scales. You want them? Still contemplating getting a Devo Lush V2. They didn't go out of they I thought they sold them all right away. Or they still have a few versions in stock. I was pretty sure that'd be something that'd probably sell out pretty quick. If I was not saving up for other things right now, I'd probably do it. I put the magnets on the gray scales and left the original scales unchanged in case I didn't like it. Sure. They were all still in stock. I thought, who was it that said they ordered one, but they wanted the titanium, but they couldn't get it because it was already gone? Completely off topic, but we're going with it. Mohawk Mark. Do you think Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog is cute? Definitely an odd question. Feel free to comment in the chat if anyone thinks that Tails is cute. And if you do, great. I'll have to look. Jack says, what's my most carried knife this year? It's a toss-up. I would say standard folders. This one keeps finding my pocket. The Concept Orlock. It might have won, even though for the amount of time I've had it. Cartoons don't work for Grateful. Jack hasn't played or seen Sonic since he was 10. Trish says, of course it's cute. Of course. So this has probably been in the pocket the most for folders. Also, the Kentucky Holler Jack has been a win. But the reason is I always carry multiple knives. I'm always testing knives. And so I will have a main, a secondary, maybe a thirdary. And I will end up carrying this as my second or third. And I'm swapping out the others. But then this one, as soon as it went in my pocket right before Halloween, I've been carrying it almost every day. Really great knife, thick, 154 cm, very solid. No, that half stop, the walk and talk, feels great. I think it's just super cool. So I've definitely this one's been in the pocket the most because it's basically been in there every day for like a month. So that's like 30 days, which beats everything else. Because my main, I switch it up. I'll carry this, and then I'll carry 20 other things, and then I'll carry this again. So I'll go 20, 30 days before I carry the same knife in my main pocket. What about everyone else? What's their most carried this year? Now I need to go to other lives and ask. Go for it. Trying to make an effort to carry knives for longer. Need to stop swapping. Right? Well, mine is because if I get a new knife, I just got this, so I'm going to carry it today, right? And then tomorrow I'm going to carry something different. And then another day I'm going to get another knife, and I'm going to carry that knife. And so because I'm getting new knives, it's hard to not give them at least a day test drive. And then what happens is I come back to the Orlock. I'm like, oh, I love it. I'm going to carry the Orlock today. And then the next day, I'm like, oh, I haven't carried the Tri-Stash. So then I carry the Tri-Stash. And then I get a new knife. And then I carry that. And then I kind of go through. And because I keep getting more, like, when's the last time you carried this one, Dan? When's the last time you carried that one, Dan? When's the last time you carried that one, Dan? Like Trish is trying to think about purging. Goal is to get out of collecting. Wait. What? The Ozarks are nice. It's surprising that the Ozarks are as good as they are. So Trish, you just kind of want to get to a group of knives that like you carry and enjoy and use, and just kind of just only have it at that, then what would the number on that be? 10, 20, 30? God, that does not seem right. How many do you have right now, Trish? Yeah, I agree. They don't get love. When's the last time I carried you? Mm-hmm. What about you? There's a lot. It's tough for me to get rid of stuff though sometimes because it's like, oh, I like that. I like to buy special knives. Yeah, if you can find those here and there, that's fun. Ken Faulkner, what's up, dude? The more knives I have, the rotation changes every day. Ken, I apologize. Maybe I haven't commented as much, but I've been watching your stuff. Ken, go check out Ken's channel. Met him at Blade Show. Great guy. Got some good content. I like some of the videos you've been making about like, oh, here's the knives I got from this month, or here's some of my favorites from this or whatever. Keep it up. Doing a good job. Got some good taste in some blades. But yeah, it's a daily, it's constant. Trying to be more selective. I think everyone goes through that same kind of evolution. Early on, like I'm trying to make content, and so I was just looking at every $30, $40, $50 knife and just grabbing them just to test them. But where I was going is like, I love it. I want to make some knives. I want to, I love them. And so it was like, what do I love? And so I wanted to see, like, give me more liner locks, give me more frame locks, give me more crossbar locks. Let's try some sheep's foot blades, try some clip points. It's like really kind of dial in what it is I like about what it is I like. Yes. Right? What's up, Neil McKenzie? Shark Lock is your favorite? Shark Lock Super Lock is a really nice system. As a lefty, I really appreciate stuff. I mean, I got my Shark Lock right here. That lefties or righties, it's the exact same deal. There's no difference for me, left or right. Probably carried the McNeese, Mac 2, and the Dixon more than any other for the past few months, says Hate Nate. That's why I'm definitely digging the pinch lock. This is fantastic. I'm glad I picked this up. Thanks again, Nate, for twisting my arm a little bit during that live. He had just got it and was like, yeah, this thing is so rad. And he's right. I love it. So the fact that as soon as you flip the clip to the other side, this is essentially exactly the same for a lefty or a righty. And just the ease of use, the comfortableness, the not going across the front, because I'm very used to this. This is probably still favorite knife right here. And we have a full righty liner lock where I have to go like this. My thumb is in the way, bring it around, and then drop it as a lefty. I still love that. I still love that. Pinch lock, though. Definitely might be right on up there. Ooh. Little G, how old are you? Over 40. Under 80. What does it matter? Probably Cobain's age, if he was still around. What year was Cobain born? That hollow grind on there too. The gyms. So what I was getting at is I really wanted to learn more about knives, more about what's out there, what it is that makes me happy. You know what I mean? And so I kind of invested in that. It's like, okay, let's just try out all types of stuff. Let's see what's out there, what it is, the big knives, the small knives, frame locks. I know that I've learned that as a lefty, if I find on the internet a frame lock, I'm not going to buy it. I need to touch it. I need to test it. A lot of frame locks. This one here, the Concept Goblin XL. This one's a good frame lock because, as you know, folks, we've talked, as a lefty, kind of naturally rest your thumb right there. When you push on that frame lock, if it can't open, I definitely have a few. See if I can find one. I don't know. But a frame lock, if I put pressure on there and it now I can't open it, but then as a righty, you don't put the pressure on, it works fine. So I've definitely learned that I won't buy frame locks unless I know a lefty that's gone like this and tested it, or I've had a chance to test it myself. Learning about, do I like flipper tabs? Do I like front flippers? I didn't really have a lot of front flipper knives. Before I started the channel, I had maybe 30, 40 knives, I don't know, something like that. Didn't really have anything that had a front flipper. Did I just cut out? Are we going to start doing this again? I started buffering yesterday, which was weird. That was new. I'm always curious about the latest thing. Yes. That might be this one right here. Little G. It might be this one right here. The Stout V2 was expensive, but I got it $100 off, so I don't know if that counts. It still holds the same value, but I paid $100 less for it, so I got a good deal. So that would probably put this one up at about the top. I've never spent $400 on a knife. So I learned that I like front flippers. Not that I don't want to, it's just that's money you have to save up for. Like I would fully buy a Laser Ghost custom Ripley, and it's fully worth it. But it takes a while to save up to do something like that. So front flippers, fun. Learned that. Learned a lot about just blade shapes, what's good, what quality is stuff out there. And it's crazy how, like, these days, what $30 can buy you. I got this Ray Laconico designed ARRPM 9 button lock, good action, flicks out, feels good in the hand. $30? It's solid. That's a good steal. That is wild stuff that's what exists in the knife community today. I picked up this Olatans for $40. $40, 14C, snappy, fun action, nice front flipper on there. It's crazy what is out there for the prices. I mean, you can spend some money, get some more high quality stuff. But it's just that, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just crazy what they can make out there for the prices they make it. There's so many good things. There's so many options for everyone, whether it's budget friendly, mid range, high grade, or ultra premium. There's something out there for everybody. If you are in the I only want to spend $30, I can name off dozens of awesome things in that price range. You say $200, that sweet spot, that sweet money area. There's quite a few in there too. I think that 150 to 300. There's just a ton. What do we think of Sencut? What's up, Tyson? I love Sencut. I have a bunch of Sencuts. I got a couple right here. Here's two of the more recents. This is the Awasi for all of like $40. Beautiful hollow grind on there. Good action. Feels great in the hand. Sweet stuff. This was given to me from Grateful Dong. Why did my brain just shut off? What's this called again? I'm sorry, Dom. Sencut this. Huge beast. Sencut Chiral is a nice one. That is a budget friendly. Do I have that Chiral? I do somewhere, but I don't know where. There it is. $30 for this bad boy. And then over here, Sencut, 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 Sencut. All of those right there. This is probably the best one. Serene. Traxor. Something like that. I don't know why I can't remember that right now. Action on this is just stupid though. It's a button lock. Not everyone loves button locks. But, boom. Sick. Sick. Lakeside is Brando's blade. I did not know. Can you can go under your profile page and you can change that. There's like 2 places where you can put what you want your handle to be. Sencut Draxor. I'm sorry, Grateful. I am grateful for that gift. I love it. It's the Sencut Draxor. My brain shut off. Very cool though. Just a beast. Fun design and shape. I really like the Naches. I did a custom on that one. Just a simple, clean shape and design. What was that other new one? Magnosaurus, what's up? This one here, another new one from Sencut. This is a slim, thin little bad boy. Whoa, come on. Come on. Need to roll that. Maybe loosen it. Maybe not. Wow. 3 in a row. Are they top-notch knives? No, but for the value, for that $30 to like $60 range, they're fantastic. I would put Sativian and Ethan down. You know, because for the $20, $25 for those, you're not getting the same. I've got a few, but I haven't been as impressed with them as. I have brand loyalty as well, but the way mine works is I buy a knife, I like it, then I will look at that knife and check out other knives from that company and then maybe buy one. And if I buy one I don't like it, then I might not give that company as much business. But when I find something I like, I'll check them out. And I probably bought 20 some Sencuts. And part of that is because you can. You know, you could buy 10 Sencuts at $30 to $50 and spend no more than $500 and you got 10 knives. Or you could go buy 1 knife or 2 knives for $500. So early on, when I was trying to like feel out the knife community or the knife, what's out there and what I like, and to try to assess things, it was a lot easier to attain picking up some budget-friendly things of different styles to kind of check them out. You know, little fullers like the Watauga. Button locks. I like button locks. Not everybody does. CJRB is a great budget brand. My CJRBs are here, 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 and there. Those rows across there. Civivi as well. This whole top 3 rows are all Civivis. Civivi, Sencut, CJRB, Kubis, Migrons, Artisan Cutleries, Petrified Fish. These brands have gotten a lot of business from me, and that's just this side. We go over here, and some of the top ones. The whole top row is basically Kaiser and Concept. So I would say Kaiser and Concept have probably gotten the bulk of my likings. We got some cold steels. We got some mole sex. We got some Ramettes. A bunch of Rosecraft up the center. Buck. And then a bunch of one-offs. So like you've got Catulo, CMB, Dagger, Opinel, Benchmade, Ruco. What was this one again? Predator. Gotta have your classics. Wow. Your Ontario Rat Model 1. Goodness. And we see a frog. Why is he there? Yes. Yes. Mole sex. Mole sex is great. The jungle. I like their logo, simple, the M. What's up, Robin? What's Robin getting into today? Robin, you know of any good sales? Some quick little last minute holiday sales out there? Boom. Just carried a Rosecraft all week. Rosecraft's great. Andy's doing some good stuff. They are kind of getting into more of the traditionals, getting away from some of their interesting things. Going in blind on that one. Here's a Molesex right here. This is the Orbit front flipper, hollow grind. This is a great little user. Like if you just needed something that's just going to cut well, that hollow grind is great. It's got the skinny butt, which I'm not a fan. That should have gotten a little wider right there. But other than that, good action on this. That front flipper is snappy and fun. And then the other Molesex is the Arch with the olive wood. What are some of everyone's favorite online knife retailers? The Demcos. Yep, I picked up a Demco 80/20.5, Robin. It's going to be here today. I got the shark's foot. So I'm going to swap out on mine. I'm going to keep mine going with my custom and the back spacer and the titanium. I'm going to put the shark's foot on there, put this blade on the other one, and I'm going to have an extra one that I'm going to either do something with or I don't know. Everyone's favorite retailers. Go. Megasaurus. Everyone should have at least one really high-end integral. Daily drivers, on the other hand. Kubi, Sencut, CGRB, Civivi, Kaiser, Petrified Fish. Yes. Oh, I have a bunch of QSPs. Ontario. So many great $60 knives. Megasaurus, you're completely correct. And I agree with everything you said there. I did forget, I do have at least, where are those? The QSPs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 or 8 QSPs. Another really good company. NC Blades, Blade Blinge. Sorry, Eric. Blade Binge, Arizona Customs. Yeah, Molesec has been making some more premium stuff late. It's definitely interesting. I want to get a hold of them again. I don't really get a hold of companies and ask for anything, but they did send me a few stuff. They sent me these and said, we'll talk in the future or whatever. So maybe I should reach out to them, see what's going on. DLT, Knife Joy, TPK, traditional pocket knives. We got the C. Risner cutlery, definitely getting some stuff there. White Mountain Knives is a good one. I still look at Blade HQ has some good sales. Oh, you did get the Rosecraft Chonk. You can see that thing right there. Right there. It's a chonk. It's almost as tall as it is wide. Ontario Knives isn't the same anymore. The Rat used to be the go-to budget knife, but that is no longer the case. But, I mean, a Rat Model 1, if someone were to buy one of these, or a Rat Model 2, I mean, that is a solid, but what is this? OS 8. Mine's OS 8. I know they have better versions. I had to get just the base model because I feel like it was something that's just part of any collection. There's a few things that I think are like essential. Robin, you have a Moorish, don't you? Ooh. Paul's got them Moorishes on lock. That's an essential. The Opinel is kind of an essential. Do I carry these essentials? No, but I feel like they are. Maybe just a classic Buck 110, kind of another essential. Molsex 808 Sustain is pretty good looking in Ultim. Don't sit on Olatans. You're right, Olatans. I have 2 Olatans. Here's my first one. Boom, right here. I did a little acid etch to the blade to give it like a false hamon. Little nice front. God, I am dropping knives. Nice little front flipper. Definitely Olatans. And then that other one I just picked up, this one here. Snappy. 40 bucks. 14C, got the PVD like gold coating, all gold hardware. Thumb studs work great. Boom. No Moorishes. Moorish. Hold on, I'm almost there. I have an Opinel, it kind of sucks. Oh, I don't like them at all. I'm not a fan. But it's an essential, like if I can get this for like 20 bucks or whatever, this is history, this is design, this is, is it good? Do I want to carry this? No. But to me, this is something that's great to have on in the collection. This is just something that's like some people are all about the Opinel and they love it, and that's great for them if that's what they love. I don't like it. I like it because there it is. It's in my collection. Swiss Army knife Victorinox. I do. It's in my car. I have the basic classic one with like 7 or 8 things on it. The standard issue. The blade, the smaller blade, the can opener, the bottle opener. I have the one where on the back side it's got the Phillips head. It goes like this. And it's a little Phillips head. That's the one I got. I actually have another one very similar to that from like 20 some years ago. They made the Opinel ring locks illegal in somewhere. Well, because some places you can't have a locking blade. You're not allowed. Dan, wait till you see the case knife I have, the fixed blade that has a Mariner spike with it. Yeah, those spikes are gnarly. Like, what do you use that for? It's a Mariner spike. Nah, they probably made a version that doesn't lock. Yeah, this thing is awesome. It is. It's just it's a chunk. It's absolutely silly. But it's solid. It feels nice in the hand. The action is fun. I mean, all the ways. Flipper tab, thumb stud, flick out. It's cute. It's something. I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. That's why we're here. Inspire others. Get inspiration from everyone. Morning, Henry G. Did you scam its way into iconic status? I mean, I don't think it's a scam. They just made a design. They don't overcharge. They're cheap. I don't see what the scam would be. To me, we made a design. Some people like it. It became a thing that people talk about. I don't see the scam. Because what are they, there's no benefit. It's still a thing. And most of us, we all agree. They're like, yeah, they're interesting. It's a design. People know about it. Does the flipper work on your chaw? That one didn't. I was like, well, maybe it failed. I did fail one for you right there. Try to do it weak. I don't know. There. Trying to do that super weak push, and it does stop. But if I go to do it, it snaps out. Probably will break in. But how often do you do that? Like if I'm going to flip it out, it's like that. I'm never going to be like, okay, delicately put my finger on there and just push down. Like, yeah, some of them have better action than that. This is like $30 for that price. I have an Opinel, but every time I grab it, I invert. Thomas, I almost got that UK PK. They were $79. I bought something else, still had it in the cart, and then like 2 days later, they're gone. I'll get one eventually. That yellow one with the magnet cut, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's a bit shody. Higo no Kami is another meme knife. Oh, you mean the Higo no Kami? Oh, I would definitely carry this over the Opinel any day. Still not something that I'm going to really carry. But for the collection, Nago Higo no Kami, it's on the shelf right next to him. That's my shelf of misfit toys, A Mariner spike is for spiking mariners. Duh. Right. Yep, it's for, you got that nut, and you get in there and yep. I failed to deploy my chode. Oh, Lord. Yeah, for the overbuilt chunkiness of it for $30, it's like, yeah, if I can flick it out and thumb it out, I'm going to do that over the thumb or over the flipper tab any day. I've considered doing a flipper delete on that one. I'm not a big rear flipper as much anyway. Deploy the chode. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So the feldspars, I did back. I got the S90V and copper handled feldspar with the top liner lock. Those, I don't know when we're going to get them, but it looks like they are going to, just thumb it. They're going to finish the Kickstarter on like the 26th or the 27th. So if you want to get on the feldspar top liner lock Kickstarter, this is not one of those. This is just a feldspar. Classic feldspar, like $30, $35. Solid knife. What is the smallest frame lock out there? I am not good with this because I don't really care for frame locks because I have issues. But I have this. This is the QSP Mini Penguin frame lock. And I can go like this and flick it out. What is the blade steel on this? Is that M390? Oh, it is. This might be one of the best little mini frame locks right here. So QSP Mini Penguin M390 on the blade, and then jigged titanium with a frame lock. And it's not very big. I mean, that is definitely, it fits in the hand like this. Oh wait, it's behind it. That's a solid one. Mini frame locks. Anyone have another ultra small size frame lock they can recommend? Like I said, most of the time do not buy frame locks because they often are issues, especially when they're really small with my hand. That Spyderco will be there Monday? Nice. Nice. It's cool you got that deal on that. Want to buy a MagnaCut knife just to have one? Not sure which one. Tactile Knife Co. Chupacabra. MagnaCut. Get a Hogue Deca. Get a Hogue Deca for $130, 120 to $30 in MagnaCut. American made Hogue Deca. That'd be a good one. I like my Chupacabras. It's got that extra little click when it opens. So you hear it, it's like. Awesome stuff. My only Tactile Knife Co. knife, but it's a fun one. I like the shape, the design, the touch, the feel. No jimps. Well, a couple jimps. Give me more jimps. Always. Smallest so far is 4 1/4. Well, this one's definitely small. Or totally open or closed. Wait. Totally open, 4 1/4. That is small. What is that? This Mini Penguin's 5 1/2 open. The tiny knife I lasered frame lock? No. The tiny one, this one, is not a frame lock. But what is, this one is, except for it's an assisted. Assisted opening Kershaw. Look at that Paisley laser mark I did. Frame lock. Except for it's an assisted, which is kind of different. So you're looking at flipper tab, flip open only. But the Paisley laser mark turned out really nice. Gerber makes a cheap MagnaCut fixed blade. I wouldn't do that. I would research that beforehand. See what people have to say about it. When you say Gerber and cheap MagnaCut, I would be like, it's probably not worth it because they might not heat treat it well. I mean, I could be wrong. I see red flags in that. Demco Free Reign Maze MagnaCut, but expensive. Just bought the Kaiser Shrike. Small slice ES45 VN. It's a cool design. I think the Shrike looks great. Is the Tactile as smooth as the Demco? It's very similar. I feel like, if anything, it's got a little bit stronger detent, but that's not a bad thing. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like you have to give it just a little bit more. I mean, I can flick that out. That doesn't require, it doesn't fail, you know. But I feel like it just requires just a little bit more on a detent. Like, you have to push this down just a little bit harder than a Shark Lock, Super Lock, or, you know. I feel like this, it's a little bit more loose. And like this, I can kind of do that with it a little bit more. But with the hole, it's easier to do that. When you have a thumb stud, it's really hard because you don't really get caught in the thumb stud to bring it down. But I feel like the detent is just a little bit stiffer on that, but I think that's a good thing, if that makes sense. And it has this secondary click. So I don't know what's in there, but you hear that, it goes. But then Demco does that same kind of thing where it has a lot of clickety-clack action as well. They're fantastic. I highly recommend picking one up. The Chupacabra's great. I'm pretty happy with it. I guess the only other thing I would say is it's smaller. It requires I cut off the tip of this finger. You can kind of see the nub on the end, so I don't have sensation on there as well. It's just a little bit more angled out, so like this is a little easier to get a hold of. And then where's my Vision? Might as well grab the Vision FG. Same kind of thing, except for I feel like the D10's just a little bit lighter, but notice the Super Lock is more straight across versus this is ramped down. Because I don't have the sensation in that tip, it's a little different, but I mean, you've been watching me open and close it, and I don't really have any issues with it. It works, feels good in the hand. The choke up could be maybe better right there. I don't know if that's really designed for that. It's kind of more of the sharpening choil, but if I could get up into there, I would maybe consider that. Give it a few more jimps. I like the design though. Convinced Gerber transferred their baby food division experts to the knife department. This blade is soft. Well, babies have to eat it. Right? Blade is 1.25 inches on that one that Dom's talking about. That's a shorty. I don't think when I heard from TKE, it didn't sound like it's permanent. It sounded like he just had, like he's moving and getting settled in and kind of resituating and organizing schedules. But he was intending to come back. But I know how you get busy, get caught up in stuff. It's the holiday season. When you see people posting consistently, you got to remember, if you're not doing it, it takes a lot of time. It takes a bunch of time. That's why I have all these projects I want to do, and I don't get to all of them. I don't get to many of them because you just get spread thin. You already work your 40-hour work week. You got to have a little bit of time for yourself as far as like the basics, as far as cooking, cleaning, eating, maintaining your, lawn, stuff like that. Then you have your time that you want to spend with some friends and relax and stuff like that. Then you have, I'm going to make videos, or go live or whatever. So it eats up time. And I can get how you get caught up into something, or work requires more, and you get home and now it's like, man, I'm just beat. I just need to relax and go to bed. You know what I mean? So I hope everything's going all right for him, and if he comes back, I'll definitely tune in and recommend it to everybody. Gerber makes horrible knives, but I've heard decent stuff about their Magna Cut. You got to take that into consideration. I've checked out several Gerber. To me, that I put that down, and like there's 20 other companies that I'm interested in. There isn't anything that they're flashing at me that's giving me that interest. Then it's like, there's some good companies out there that I don't really spend any time on because you've got so many. If I got 20 knives that I want, it's easy to still stay focused on those 20 without even looking at any other companies. But there's other companies out there. I can reverse select my frame locks with my left hand, and I'm a right-hand man, says Dom. Dom's making these frame locks. I believe that I did that when we met up. You handed it to me, and I'm like, oop, frame lock, and boom. Dom makes some cool stuff. Everyone go check him out. Making some knives in his garage, just having some fun. And he makes some really cool stuff. I think the Demco needs a stronger D10. I agree. I'm not mad at it though. I love it. I think it's a great knife. it could have a stronger detent. Just like some knives could have more jimps. Not completely necessary, still a wonderful thing, but you make that detent a little bit stronger. Pretty sweet. USA MagnaCut Demco Free Reign, $200. Mac, how far back am I in the chat here? Wow, I'm way far back in the chat. What did Mac say? No context on the tip. On this, when I cut the tip off of my finger? Is that what you're asking about? That was on a 3D printer. Let me try to catch up here. Hold on. I can't live without her love and affection. Magasaurus. I can't. My girl's in that video. I know you don't like carbon fiber. I'm all right with it, bro. First knife ever was a Gerber pear frame. That's another staple. Add magnets to the scales. Yeah, but I'm not going to put those gray scales back on. There's no way I'm going to put those gray scales back on. Titanium all the way. I'm not going to drop down to those Grivery scales. You said that like 6 minutes ago. I know, I'm way behind in the chat. I apologize. And then I realized I was behind in the chat. I only can see 3 of them at a time. It's my fault. So if you look on the tip of my finger there, there's a little round, almost looks like a blister. That is a new finger growing out. What happened was I have a resin 3D printer. So imagine this is you have a bed of liquid resin, and this is the print plate. And so it prints upside down. So the plate goes down, it goes zap, it goes up, it goes down to the second layer, zap, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and up. So then you have your little 3D printed thing, whatever it is right there. And then you take it off the printer, and now you've got this, and you need to pop it off of the bed. Well, what happened is I had kind of a low flat piece, so it was more like this, and I couldn't get it off, right? So I grabbed my scraper. So I don't know, I'm trying to find something wide that kind of resembles. So like in my scraper, like this, right? And so I'm going to take the scraper, I'm going to go like this and knock it off. Well, there's a handle under there. So my hand wasn't like this, out of the way. I'm holding the handle under here. Hand underneath is completely safe. And I'm trying to scrape this thing off. And as I'm going like this, somehow it slipped, went like this, my finger got up, and then boom, it cut off the index finger on the hand holding the scraper. It happened so fast, it was because I'm like, and it was just a flap hanging on there, and it was like, wow, I need to go get stitches right now. Big old flap, and it was 1 in the morning. I'm like, well, I'm not going to go do that right now. So I pinned it down, and it basically stopped bleeding. And so what happened was the pinned down piece never reattached. It became like a cover, like a scab. And so eventually it started to heal, and then it got kind of and fell off. And then I literally grew a baby finger out of that spot. Was so weird because it like I was safe. I'm holding a scraper in this hand. How are you going to cut this finger when the scraper is sticking out? I'm holding it like that. How is that going to cut this? It like somehow bumped and moved, and You try to catch it. I don't know what happened. It was wild. And so, yeah, if I go like rock hard little. Sometimes my phone won't pick it up as human. Like if I'm just like this, it's like, nope, I don't see that. When you go like this, it's like, oh, there, that's a human. Taffy puller machine. Oof, 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 oof. Sometimes you think of machines like that, and it's just like nasty. That taffy puller thing just goes like this, and you get caught up in that. It's like, ugh. Or like we had the dough mixer. Like all the dough mixers have cage covers on them now. You ever notice that? You can't get into it. There's a cage cover in order for you to start it. But no, we had the old one. It's this big around, and there's this huge arm mixer that's in there that spins around. If you get down in there, you're getting pulled in, and it's not stopping. Nasty. That's nasty. You nasty. Okay, I'm gonna skid at. It's a 2 hours 36 minutes. Holy Lord, 10:41 already. I am going to get some stuff done. I won't go near a lathe. I have long hair. I use the lathe, but my hair isn't like this. When I do a lathe, it's tied back. I have a mask on. I have a face shield on. I have cover. I protect myself. I see people do a lathe and they don't even wear face protection. Like, you are an idiot.
All hail Dan's flap. We shall all now worship Dan's index finger and the almighty flap. Dan, we love your flappity flap slap.
The commas weren't good. Dan, we love your flappity flap. With that being said, Magnus Lutzo, thank you, Hate Nate, for that fiver and the words of wisdom. Enjoy. There she is. A solid nub on my main. That's my main. Lefty main right there. That's your main. Now this became my main. So for the longest time when I was doing stuff, I'm grabbing things. You might notice in my videos and stuff now often, because for like 2 months, I was grabbing stuff, doing work, picking things up, placing things, not using my index finger. And it almost became like a habit. And now I'm doing it like all the time where I'm like, this has kind of become more of my main pinch grab. And it's like, wow. Is what it is. It is what it is. Have a good one. Freak says grateful. Appreciate all of you. Man puts a cigarette in his mouth. Free balls it. Wears flip flops when he uses the lathe. Yeah. Some crazies out there. I seen this girl. She's like got a top channel where she's like a teacher and she teaches how to turn wood on a lathe, and she doesn't wear eye protection or a mask. Like, so she's got bare face and she's teaching people. I don't know if you've ever turned on a lathe before, but it's spinning very, very fast. And you are physically ripping chips off of the wood as it spins. Chips fly. I have a vacuum that sucks dust. I have a face mask. I wear glasses. And then I wear a face shield over that. And you be cautious, and then all of a sudden, something hits your face shield. Like, it's absolutely irresponsible. And one of these days, something horrible is going to happen. The thing is she's a teacher. And that's where it really gets me. Because if you got beginners don't know what they're doing. They're going to do something stupid. Right? They're going to push too hard. It's going to make a big chip. A thing's going to pop off. And like, I just think it's extremely irresponsible. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Do you value your face and your eyes? Do you want to just go be making something and have some wood chip fly into it and blind you when all you had to do was put on glasses? Does that make sense? Am I an old man into safety? It blows my mind that it was like, wow, she's got 1 million subscribers and people, she teaches classes and people are in her class and nobody's gonna have glasses on. Mind blowing. RPMs spinning, wood flying. That's just ridiculous. But good for her. I mean, I guess she's. You can't do a live stream and have like a mask on. You gotta be able to see my face. I don't like to wear, protection. Hell, I'm wearing a codpiece right now. Old man Dan, I'm just trying to keep people safe and smart. And when you got something spinning that fast, we got wood flying, clip it. No, when they're spinning on a wood lathe, Kevin, you got a piece of wood on there spinning around, and you're throwing chips and carving into it like chips fly. And she teaches a class and she doesn't wear anything and no one in her class wears anything. It's mind blowing. Someone's gonna get hurt and then they should sue her for bad practices. Problem is the world is, I don't want to say the world's dumb, but if you're doing something and you don't teach people about the dangers and the possibilities, whose wood is it? Like, oh, I want to learn. Oh, I'm here to teach you. Oh, you don't have to wear this. You don't have to wear that. Well, that's an irresponsible thing. Someone who's new definitely doesn't know what they're doing. They're going to push too hard. They're going to throw a chip. They're going to break a piece. Things are going to happen. And it's like you need to teach them to be safe first. If you want to go ahead and be reckless, fine. But it's like if you were teaching someone to ride a motorcycle and you don't wear a helmet, okay, fine. But if you're teaching someone they've never ridden before, what's the first thing you do? You probably have them wear a helmet, right? Learn how to do it. That makes sense. But I wouldn't tell someone, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do this. You might fall off and hurt yourself and then not have them wear a jacket and a helmet. Like day one, you've never ridden before. It's like common sense. You've never done this before? Here's some glasses. Here's a face mask. Yeah, we know how to disengage this thing. So it's just spinning at 500 RPMs right there. That's how people get their arm ripped off. All protective gear is for lightning strikes. Wow. Yeah. Electrical is no joke. You got to be smart with that. You can't be a dummy in that situation. Take risks. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello. Hawaii, huh? Is it Denise or Dennis? It looks like Denise, I would guess. But name things always, you never pronounce them right. Greetings from Minnesota. How's the weather in Hawaii today? I'm sure it's mostly gorgeous all the time. Maybe rains a little here and there. I've never been. I'd love to. Thanks for stopping in. Very cool. What kind of knives do you carry in Hawaii? That's a good cue. Is there a staple knife that people in Hawaii use? Like maybe if there's, you're in an island, so maybe there's more fishing, things like that, where it's like, ooh, we use these a lot. Malakaliki maka. For sure. You know how many people die every year trying to use right-handed power tools when they're lefties? Look at me. 66 degrees, 6:49 a.m. Sounds like it's going to be a nice little morning for you. Sun will pop, get warm up the day. Excellent. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great day. All right, I've been trying to get off of this for a while. Angle grinders are dangerous. Yeah, for sure. Grinders, saws, some misusing of like saws, band saws and stuff. If you hold it the wrong way, it's like boom. If you hold it the right way, it's just pushing it right in the table. But you flip it over this way, it's like, you can really get yourself pulled into a saw real easy. Got to be careful. Angle grinder, kind of the same deal. You got to make sure you're paying attention to buffers are worse. Oh, you catch into the buffer and it's just. I caught my belt sander, remember, on my knuckle, and it just was like, just sanded off a chunk almost instantly. I'm on a table saw most of the day, and you've probably learned the right way to do stuff to be smart and be safe. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Have a good day. Have a great day. Have a Nom Sunday. See you all in the next one. Magna Sluts for life. Stay sharp.